Ever wondered what happens when the pressure of the dartboard gets too hot to handle? In the high-stakes world of darts, tempers can flare just as quickly as a bullseye is hit. From broken equipment to fiery outbursts, the intensity of the game often reaches boiling point. But what drives these players to the brink of range? Let's explore 10 heart-pounding moments when darts players lost their temper, turning the Oki into a battleground. Number 10. Phil Taylor vs Peter Manley. The clash between Phil the Power Taylor and Peter One Dart Manley during the 2002 PDC World Championship final ignited a fierce rivalry that will be remembered in the annals of darts history. In a pivotal moment of the match, Taylor, known for his dominance in the sport, missed a crucial double to secure the set, leading to a burst of frustration where he unleashed a stream of expletives aimed at Manley, accusing him of deliberately trying to disrupt Taylor's rhythm. Taylor's belief that Manley was intentionally slowing down the game to gain a psychological edge intensified the tension between the two players, resulting in a verbal showdown witnessed by the crowd. Despite the heated exchange, Taylor regained his composure and ultimately emerged victorious, clinching the championship title. Number 9. Eric Bristows' Outburst. In the 1987 World Masters, Eric, the crafty Cockney Bristow, found himself in a tense showdown against Keith Deller. As the match progressed, Bristow's precision faltered, and frustration bubbled within him. This frustration reached a boiling point when he missed crucial doubles, prompting an explosive outburst. In a shocking display, Bristow hurled his darts across the stage, leaving the audience stunned. It was a rare moment of vulnerability for the typically composed Bristow, whose frustration stemmed from his relentless pursuit of perfection. Despite Bristow's outburst, Deller remained composed and focused, ultimately seizing the title. In the aftermath, Bristow reflected on his actions and realized the gravity of his mistake. He publicly acknowledged his error and extended a heartfelt apology. This incident, while initially tarnishing Bristow's image, ultimately served to humanize the darting legend. Number 8. Anderson bothered by Price's cheering. The clash between Gary Anderson and Gerwyn Price at the 2018 Grand Slam of Darts became quite heated when Price went overboard with his celebrations after winning a leg, sparking Anderson's ire. He felt Price was disrespectful, and tensions quickly escalated between the two players, creating a tense atmosphere that the crowd couldn't ignore. In the aftermath, Price was fined by the PDC and eventually apologized for his behavior. Anderson, though still feeling the sting of the incident, didn't let it affect his performance on the board. Instead, he used his frustration as motivation to elevate his game. Despite the clash, it's evident that both Anderson and Price are dedicated to their sport, channeling their competitive spirits into the game while keeping any personal grievances in check. Number 7. Lloyd throws a punch. During intense matches, players often battle not just their opponents, but their own frustrations too. This was evident in Colin Lloyd's experience at the 2011 World Championships. Facing Andre Welger in the first round, Lloyd struggled to maintain his performance, especially after letting a 2-0 lead slip against the German. In a moment of sheer frustration, Lloyd's disappointment manifested in a dramatic gesture. He walked up to the dartboard and gave it a right hook after managing just 55 points from his first 3 throws of the 5th set's second leg. Surprisingly, this unconventional move ignited something within him as he rallied to secure a 3-2 victory. Reflecting on his outburst, Lloyd admitted it was a rash action. He acknowledged the potential consequences, including scrutiny from regulatory bodies like the DRA, and criticism for setting a bad example, particularly to younger fans. Number 6. Wade's verbal assault on Asada. In a startling turn of events, James Wade's demeanor took a sharp detour after his victory against Seigo Asada during the 2019 World Championships. Rather than celebrating his win graciously, Wade's post-match interview left spectators puzzled and concerned. Despite his comeback from a 2-1 deficit to secure a 3-2 win, Wade made unsettling remarks, expressing a desire to inflict harm on Asada. He confessed, "I wanted to hurt him. I wanted to really hurt him in his face." Such words were unexpected and out of character for the typically composed athlete. Following widespread backlash, Wade apologized, attributing his behavior to a hypomanic episode. Expressing remorse, he acknowledged the gravity of his words and actions, admitting his disappointment. Wade emphasized that his behavior was uncharacteristic, reassuring fans that it was a result of his ongoing struggle with hypomania, a condition that can manifest unexpectedly. Number 5. Iceman gets heated in clash with Wright. During the 2019 PDC World Darts Championship semi-final, a fiery clash unfolded between two formidable players, Gurney the Iceman Price and Peter Wright. It was intense from the get-go, with both players showing their competitive spirit at the oche. In the end, 49-year-old Scottish player Peter Wright clinched a 6-3 victory over Price. But what really grabbed everyone's attention was the drama off the stage. Wright wasn't too thrilled about Price's celebratory antics, and the tension was palpable as they skipped the post-match handshake. There was some history between them, with Price's earlier comments adding fuel to the fire, and when they faced off, Wright's tap on Price's arm only added to the drama. Afterwards, Wright voiced his frustrations with Price's behavior, while the Iceman took to Twitter to admit he got carried away. He owned up to his actions, apologizing for not shaking Wright's hand and promising to do better in the future. Number 4. Price and Gurney part ways. In a Premier League match back in 2019, Gerwyn Price and Daryl Gurney ended up with a 7-all draw in Sheffield, a result that left both players dissatisfied, especially since they were eyeing off a semi-final berth. However, what happened after the match was what caught everyone's attention. Gurney, evidently frustrated, grabbed Price rather aggressively as Price extended his hand for a post-match handshake. This led to a heated exchange between the two players, with lots of shouting, pointing fingers, and blaming gestures. Security had to step in to calm things down. Reflecting on the incident, Price expressed confusion, stating that he didn't quite grasp why things escalated as they did. He mentioned Gurney's accusation that he was trying to distract him during throws, but Price denied it, asserting that if he needed to pump himself up, he would do it for himself, and not during Gurney's throws. Price concluded by acknowledging that accusations come his way often, suggesting this wasn't the first time he'd faced such allegations. Number 3. Worley gets irritated. While many of these intense moments are televised, plenty of drama goes down when the cameras aren't rolling. For instance, at the PDC Winter Series, Jonathan Worley got the boot after getting into it with Michael van Gerwen, the big name in darts back then. It all started when Worley got reprimanded for not sticking to the PDC dress code, but instead of taking it quietly, he fired back, pointing out that he'd seen someone else breaking the rules too, subsequently throwing Van Gerwen under the bus for his attire of jeans and a t-shirt. So what did Van Gerwen do? He went straight up to Worley and, according to Worley, started throwing around some not-so-friendly words in an effort to make him feel small. Worley didn't take too kindly to the name-calling and labelled it as intimidation tactics. Number 2. Michael Smith's dartboard demolition. In the heat of the 2019 Premier League darts match against Daryl Gurney, Michael Smith found himself missing critical doubles, ultimately leading to his defeat. Frustration boiled over, and in a moment of unchecked emotion, he unleashed his fury on the dartboard, leaving behind a mess of holes and twisted wires. The pressure of the moment and the weight of expectations proved too much to bear, prompting Smith's outburst. Following the incident, Smith took responsibility for his actions. He publicly apologized for the damage caused and promptly covered the costs of replacing the board. However, the episode served as a pivotal moment of self-reflection for Smith. Recognizing the need to better manage his emotions, he embarked on a journey of self-improvement, learning valuable lessons in composure and resilience. Number 1. Peter Wright's snakebite meltdown. Let me give you the lowdown on Peter Wright's snakebite meltdown during the 2017 World Championship showdown with Jamie Lewis. Imagine Wright in the heat of the moment, aiming for a crucial double, but bam, he misses and the frustration hits him like a ton of bricks. In a fit of anger, he slammed his darts into the board. Unsurprisingly, one of them broke. Now, why did he do it? Well, it turns out Wright's a bit of a perfectionist, and when things don't go as planned, it's like a tornado in his mind. That missed double basically shattered his confidence right then and there. Despite the meltdown, Wright didn't throw in the towel. He picked himself back up, replaced the busted dart, and what do you know? He ended up winning the whole shebang. Talk about a comeback. Snakebite realised that it's not all about being perfect every single time. Sometimes it's about bouncing back when life throws you a curveball. Can you think of any other heated moments in darts? Comment below, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.